you get the full camp. Tell me a little bit about camp. I know you were just with Damon Blackshear. You just said you guys ran through a blizzard last night. Where you been training? Who you been training with? How has it been going?
So I had roughly 10 weeks of knowing about the fight, and I split it into 4.
Okay.
Actually 3, because I was training for about a month or so before we got a fight. I was training full time. And then I was actually driving to New Mexico. And Alex Behunin called me. And he goes, "Hey, are you fighting?" And I was like, "Am I fighting? What?" And I look at Instagram. I'm driving through. I was like 2 hours away from Albuquerque still, driving from LA. So 12-hour drive and only a couple hours left. And I was actually just driving out here to put my friend through his first fight camp out here. He was coming out here for the first time. And then I start seeing notifications pop up, and I'm like, "Oh, shit, I guess I got an opponent." And I talked to Cub. He's like, "Yeah, it's not for sure yet, but I think, this is the one." And I'm like, "Okay." And that's at 45. He goes, "Yeah." Because we asked for, we said I can make 35 January 21st, but on the Brazil card, but it didn't work out. There were no opponents for it. So their second response was, "Fine, January 14th, featherweight." Okay. I get to keep all the size that I built. I got big, man.
Yeah.
I got jacked. I got fucking huge. I got up to about 175, 176 pounds. And I was, still 6-pack cut up. So like for everyone saying, "Oh, too small, you don't even have to cut weight." Dude, I still got a weight cut. I still got a pretty big weight cut to go. And it's exciting because I think people forget I fought the first half of my career at 45.
Yeah.
I fought the first half at 45. I'm no stranger to it. I made my short notice debut at 45. Obviously I'd like to fight at 35 before the end of the year, but for now this works out. Like I said, I needed to be stimulated. I needed to get back in there. Everyone else is doing it, and for me not to be doing it, it didn't feel right.
Yeah, man, totally. I can't wait to see you back in there either.
But like I was saying, I split camp into 3. So I got out here, 2 hours away from Albuquerque, and I find out I have a fight. I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." Spent about 3 weeks out here, and then went to Chicago for a week for my friend's fight. Went back to California, and I was in California for about 3 weeks, and then came out here for the last 3 weeks. So I've been back and forth, back and forth. Every time I get in the groove and get comfortable, it's like it gets ripped from beneath me. It's like I think of like a magic trick where they try to pull the sheet from underneath the cups. All my cups fall every time. I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing so good." And then, whoop, okay, next camp. Then get back into the groove and do it again and do it again. And now, we're done with camp. And now I'm just winding down, actually going to go on an elk hunt starting tomorrow for the weekend and just go run the mountains, go run the hills. We're actually the same property where Billy the Kid was hiding out at.
Oh, really?
So I get to go hang out on that property and go hunting, go shoot some guns, go run, and just kind of catch up on as much sleep as possible. Get ready for fight week.